You bet. Hello, welcome to the IACAC the Virtual College Exploration session for all Illinois students. This is Northern Arizona University. My name is Amy. I am with IACAC, and I'm just doing a really quick welcome to all of you. Just to let you know, you can ask questions through the Q&A, which is at the bottom. If you guys look at your screen, there should be a little Q&A at the bottom where you can type in your questions. Your camera and your microphone are off, so we can't see you, we can't hear you, you don't have the ability to turn those on. So the only way you can ask questions is through the Q&A, and our presenter, who will be taking over momentarily, will answer those for you. I just want to remind you too, you can sign up for more sessions at iacac.org. This session and all the other sessions that are being offered are being recorded, and those are also available on the IACAC website. So that said, I want to stop sharing and hand this over to Joey and let him take over. Thanks.
Good afternoon or early evening to you all. So I'm going to introduce myself in just one second. I'm going to pull up this presentation. And this is, all right. All right. So welcome everyone to the Illinois virtual presentation. I'm really excited to be with you all today and engaging about Northern Arizona University and the opportunities and programs and services that we offer to all students. So I'm going to jump in a little bit about myself. My name is Joey Mack. I am an admissions officer working specifically with students coming from Illinois. So all of your questions that you may have during and even after, please reach out to me via, you can use the chat function in the presentation, but also know you can always contact me via this phone number and this email. And yeah. If you'd like to further your knowledge about the university, we have a lot of great information about NAU on our virtual website. So definitely go to nau.edu/virtual to check out all of that information. But diving into where NAU is located, we are in Flagstaff, Arizona, beautiful Flagstaff, Arizona. We get 4 wonderful seasons around the year. We're entering fall right now, so the leaves and the aspens here in Flagstaff are changing. Today, I'd say it's about 70 degrees, and every season is really nice and temperate, or not temperate, definitely is milder. I come from Chicagoland area, so I definitely can understand what the winters are like there in the winter time. So, but we do get a lot of sunshine, so almost 300 days of sunshine a year and over 100 inches of snowfall in a season, so a winter season. So we do have a ski resort local here in Flagstaff. It is about 30-minute drive. It's Arizona Snowbowl, and students often will take classes in the morning and then go skiing or snowboarding in the afternoon, as long as you get your schoolwork done, I always say. But Flagstaff's a really unique space. We're about 2 hours from Phoenix, which is the big metropolitan area of the state, which is dry and hot. But being here at 7,000 feet, like I said, we have all those 4 seasons, and it's a really cool college town around here. There's a lot of cool outdoor things to do. The Grand Canyon's about a hour-and-a-half drive. Sedona is the beautiful Red Rocks. It's about 45-minute drive from Flagstaff. And then there's just so many other areas locally here in town that you can go exploring and be in the outdoors. So if you like the outdoors, Flagstaff is the spot to be. I already dived into a lot of where Flagstaff is, but it is in the Northern Arizona region. So like I said, we're close to the Grand Canyon. Phoenix is a 2-hour drive. Tucson is a 4-hour drive. Las Vegas is about a 3.5-hour drive. A lot of students come from California, so that's about a 6.5-hour drive. So you could be at the California beaches. So I've done some trips when I was a student here at NAU going to all these other locations nearby. But our campus, our university, Northern Arizona University, was founded in 1899 as a teaching college, and has since grown tremendously to about 22,000 students here on our Flagstaff campus, but 31,000 students around the entire state, as we have some satellite campuses around the state of Arizona. But the campus is, for it being such a large student body, it does feel quite contained and small, as it is only 1.5 miles north and south and 0.5 mile wide. So the campus does feel tight-knit and close, and a really community-centered campus. As we do, most of the students do reside from Arizona, but almost 40% come from all 50 states around the United States, and then many areas around the world. So one of my most favorite parts about being a student at NAU was actually living on campus. We have a new living model here on our campus called the residential colleges, where students will live within their college, their academic college that they're studying in. So if you're studying in the business college, you would be living in the hall with students getting degrees or working towards degrees in the business college. There are usually about 2 to 3 residence halls that house each college. So you could find a spot on campus that you would like in a specific hall. Most of our students, first-year students, do live on campus. Almost 90% of our first-year students reside on our campus, but it isn't a requirement, as if you do prefer to live elsewhere, you can do so. We are one of the most residential-friendly campuses in the United States. We house over 50% of our students on campus, so that's pretty cool. When I think about our on-campus dining, I get really hungry because we have so many great options between our 2 all-you-can-eat locations, which are more buffet-style dining, and then we also have 25 on-campus retail locations spread out throughout our campus. So a variety of different options for students to choose from, and based on your dietary needs. So if you are gluten intolerant, vegan, vegetarian, you can choose from a plethora of options. And we have a variety of different meal plans that fit your eating habits too. We also have Starship robots, which is really great for COVID, as it minimizes contact with individuals and students and workers here on our campus. So our robots will deliver your food to where you're at. They know how to navigate our campus. It's some really wild technology that I think is really incredible, that is really unique and special, as we were the second campus in the world to ever offer a Starship robots. So I assure you, you do not need to rely on robots to get around campus or get things to and from campus. We do have a central pedway that runs from the north to the south end of campus, and really heavily used by students, whether you're biking, rollerblading, scootering, skateboarding, or just walking. But we also have our Flagstaff Mountain Line bus and our Jackson Louis Lines bus. Jackson Louis Lines bus is our NAU bus service, and it's at no extra cost to students, and they run daily all throughout the early mornings to evening hours, so students can get to and from classes. Our Flagstaff Mountain Line also is our Flagstaff local bus. You do not have to pay extra on a specific Route 10, as it travels off and on campus to take students near our downtown area and to some off-campus housing locations. We also allow students to park on to purchase parking permits to park on campus. It is about $500 annually for students to park on campus. Coming from Illinois, most students, when I came out, I did not park on campus until I was a senior in college. So definitely I didn't have a car until I was a senior either. So you don't need a car Flagstaff has a lot of great ways to get around by bike or foot or bus. And then there's also you'll always meet someone here on campus that has a car that can take you places. And I want to assure you, we are a really safe campus, as we have an internationally accredited police department right on our NAU campus. And we have this NAU alerts, it's called NAU Safe now, where students can be alerted of anything happening on campus. Most things that are alerted are outages or snow days if we get a heavy snow in the winter months. So it's just to relay information and alert our students and faculty and staff of things going on around campus. All students living on campus will have access specifically to their hall that they live in. If you do want to welcome a guest in, you're more than welcome to do so. You just have to go to the door, the front door, to let them in. And if you want to visit a friend in their hall, they would have to let you in too. But that's why we have our JAX card, which is our NAU student ID. That will get you access specifically to your own hall. You would just scan it right upon entry, and it would unlock that door. We also have the blue light phone system, where students, if they ever feel unsafe on campus or have an emergency, they can hit that and it will notify our NAU PD, and they'll be able to help you with whatever emergency you have. We also have university safety aids. If you are studying late at the library or at another location on campus that you would say it's later at night and you want to get there back to where you're living safely, you can call our university safety aids. They'll meet you where you're at and take you where you have to go. No questions asked, no costs. It's just a safety aid that we offer to our students. And there are a lot of really fun and cool traditions that happen here at NAU. And I know COVID is something that has affected a lot of things here on our campus with events and programs and such. But we're hopeful that in the future, if you were to come to attend NAU, things are better, and that we can still live out some of these traditions. Diving into some of our traditions is running of the freshmen, which you can see in this slide, as first year students will gather in one end zone and run to the end at our first home football game. We also have our True Blue Fridays, where students will wear blue and gold on the Friday to just rally on our Lumberjack Pride. We have a homecoming carnival where we bring in real live carnival with carnival games, carnival food, carnival rides. We have a huge bonfire, chili cook-off. So there's a lot of fun that happens during our homecoming week. And then Ponderosa Pine cookies. These aren't cookies these are cookies that we cut off. We have a lumberjack team where we have a really big forestry program here at NAU. And a handful of our students will be in the end zone, cutting the ends of a Ponderosa pine tree with a chainsaw, and holding up, and whenever we score a touchdown, our home Lumberjacks will score a touchdown. They'll cut off an end, stamp it with our NAU logo, and hold it up and rally up all the fans to show more Lumberjack pride. Diving into clubs and activities, there are so many great ways to get involved. I got involved in the triathlon club team when I was a student. I got involved in I was an exercise science student, so I got involved in exercise science club to get connected to my peers in classes and network and build some experience with exercise science professionals. So there's a lot of different academic clubs, sports clubs, intramurals. We have fraternity and sorority life. ASNAU is our student body government. So if you're interested in representing the students here at the university, there's a lot of great opportunities there. We also have Sun Entertainment, which is a lot of fun events that go on throughout the semester, whether they're movie nights. We have dive-in movie nights where you get to float in a floaty and watch a movie in our Olympic-sized pool. We have concerts and comedians. We have lectures. We have a lot of different activities that go on throughout our campus and our campus community. We also have a lot of cool, Sean White came, along with Angela from the office came and spoke to our students about just their careers and the cool things that they've done and engaged with our campus. We also have we're NCAA Division I and athletics team. We're in the Big Sky Conference. And what a big program that we're known for is cross country. We were three-peat champions from 2016 to 2018. Last year we came in second place. So we're hoping that we can reclaim that national championship with the year ahead. Diving into our academics. So we have a variety of almost 100 different degree programs and within 9 academic colleges. And I'm going to dive into each academic college that we offer or that we have here at NAU. But before I do that, I want to jump into the numbers that you see on this screen. So we have an average class size of about 31 students, and then a student to faculty ratio of 19:1. So what's really unique is we are a 22,000 student university, but we do have that small university feel, as most classes are smaller, and you can engage with your faculty and your classmates and really dive into opportunities like research and internships and really unique and cool learning opportunities because of these small class sizes. So I'm going to jump into each college and just kind of share a little bit about the degree programs that we offer within them. So the College of Arts and Letters, this is the College of Humanities and Global Languages and Arts and Theater. A lot of students aren't even in this college and can participate within. So if you're interested in marching band or theater programs or being in the choral programs, you don't even have to study music or such or theater to be in the part of those productions or music programs. So there's some really cool and unique ways to get connected to the College of Arts and Letters without even studying within that college. The College of Education, like I mentioned earlier, we were founded as a teaching college, and we still provide an excellent education to teachers in their pathway to becoming a teacher themselves. So our programs within the College of Ed is in elementary ed, early childhood ed, and special ed. If you're interested in secondary ed, you would study the degree or you would study the subject that you are interested in teaching in the high school level. So if you're interested in, say, history, you would, being a history teacher, you would study within the College of Arts and Letters and then get a teaching certificate on the side. What's really cool about our College of Ed is students get in the classroom within the first year, and then we'll be in the classroom every year until they graduate. So there's some really cool practicum, and then of course your student teaching experiences to be had. The College of Engineering, Informatics, and Applied Sciences is the College of Doing. So students interested in all of our engineering programs, we have 5 different engineering programs: environmental engineering, civil, mechanical, and environmental, or I already said environmental. And we also, or electrical, sorry, engineering. And then we also have, they all are ABET accredited, which means they have the highest accreditation any college or any engineering college can be given. So that's what most engineer professionals and companies are looking for when hiring for engineering professionals. So we also have computer and informatics programs, and we also have a construction management program which blends business and architecture all in one. The College of Environment, Forestry, and Natural Sciences is where all your hard sciences, we have biochemistry, we have exercise science, biology, astronomy, forestry, a lot of students in the heavy sciences you would be studying within this college. Students that are interested in physical therapy or occupational therapy or medicine would typically choose either exercise science or biomedical science here within the College of Environment, Forestry, and Natural Sciences. We are the largest university research forest in the West, so we are the only forestry program in the state of Arizona. Most of you, because we're the only area in Arizona that really has a forest. So really unique and a strong program here, our forestry program. As Flagstaff is the largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest in North America. The College of Health and Human Services prepares students for the health profession field. So whether that's public health, nutrition, fitness and wellness. We have 2 competitive programs, which is nursing and dental hygiene. So students that want to jump in or be a nurse or a dental hygienist, you do have to apply separately for these programs. And students applying in these programs, it is more competitive. So I always tell students, really focus on your grades and your test scores as they are weighed heavily in this the admission process to these 2 programs. The College of Social and Behavioral Sciences is really is our largest college here on campus with the most degree programs. I call it the College of Ologies. We have anthropology, criminology, psychology, sociology. So a lot of great degree programs that focus on working with people and engaging with communities. One of the cool opportunities you can have within the College of Social Behavioral Sciences is getting involved in our radio station, our television station, or our newspaper group here on campus. So students can get really involved in greater ways within this college. The W.A. Franke College of Business has all of your general business degree programs, as you can see listed here. But we also are known for our School of Hotel and Restaurant Management. We are ranked 7th best in the world and 6th best here in the States. Students in the School of Hotel and Restaurant Management will receive or are required to work in the hospitality industry before even graduating, as that's a graduation requirement. So you will already have hands-on experience in the field, and students are working around the world, whether that's with Hyatt or Hilton or Darden restaurants. There's so many great opportunities where students are working in the hospitality industry. We also have an honors college. This college is for students looking to enhance and enrich their learning experience here at the university. It does require a separate application process. You do need to have a 3.0 or greater, and then you need to submit a cover letter or a resume and also a essay to be completed. But what's really cool about the Honors College is students get to live within our new Honors Hall, which is the newest residential hall on campus. And so students have the option to live on that. It was built about 2 years ago, and it's really beautiful. And a lot of the classes that you would take would be within the Honors College Hall. So diving into student success and way we support our students to their success here at the university. We have a lot of great academic resources. In our Academic Success Center, students can receive tutoring, study skills support, writing help. We also provide supplemental instruction. So generally more difficult courses, 100, 200 level courses, there's additional section or additional times outside of normal lecture where you can reinforce the material that you learned in class, just to help you learn that more difficult material. I utilized supplemental instruction a lot when I was a student, and I found it really helped me with a lot of my grades. As the students that are the supplemental instructors, they have already mastered the class with this professor, and so they can really guide you and support you through exam prep and most of the material that is being instructed. PeerJacks is a wonderful program for all out-of-state students. So students looking for additional support, PeerJacks will really be there to support you, whether that's in your academics, your social lives. They're mentors there to guide you in your first year. They have cool programming where they go out at events around Northern Arizona. They also have on-campus events and fun programming that occurs to keep students engaged. And we also have our career development office, so students that want to prepare themselves for jobs during college and beyond, they're there to support them through that. And we want all students to feel welcome and a part of our campus community. And that is why here at NAU, we serve all students, whatever background you come from. We have a service and an office or a program that will support you through your time here as a student. And right now, studying abroad may seem not an option, but I'm optimistic and hopeful in the future that when the COVID pandemic does improve and get better, that we will be able to send students abroad again. But looking in the future, I am hopeful of that. And we do have a lot of great partnerships around the world. One really cool partnership we've built with a lot of different universities around the world is through our interdisciplinary global program. It's a 5-year program. You come out with 2 degrees, and those 2 degrees, one will either be in a STEM or business. So STEM is science, engineering type programs, and then a business type program. So students within those subject areas can get 2 degrees, and one would be a language and one would be that STEM degree, or STEM degree. But also what's really unique in that 5 years, one of the years you would go abroad, and within that 1 year, 1 semester you'll be learning at that international university in the country that you're living in, and then the other semester you'll be working either on research or internships, building your hands-on work experience in that international country. It's a really popular program here and really unique, as we are ranked the 7th in the United States as long-term study abroad programs. So diving into admissions, we have, these are the first year admissions that we look at for our students. So we look at 4 years of English, 4 years of mathematics, 3 years of a lab science, 2 years of a social science. One must be a US or American history course, 2 years of the same second language, 1 year of a fine art or a career and technical education course. What we'll do is we'll look at your high school transcript. We'll extract these 16 core classes from your transcript and calculate our own GPA. And this GPA that we calculate is unweighted, so it's on a 4.0 scale. So if you have AP classes that you've taken, we will bring that scale down to a 4.0 scale. And then so everyone's on the same level playing ground. If you have a 3.0 or greater and have no more than 2 deficiencies within these 16 core classes, and a deficiency is either you've failed a course or have not taken one of these courses. So if you have no more than 2 deficiencies, and these 2 deficiencies cannot be in the same subject category. So if you have the 2, they have to be in 2 separate subject areas, and also they cannot be the combination of a math or a lab science. Now those 2 are important to in our admissions criteria. So that combination of a math and a lab science would make you unadmissible. So, but if you have a 3.0 or greater and no more than 2 deficiencies, you're guaranteed admission. If you have a 2.5 or greater GPA and no more than 2 deficiencies, you are considered. Most likely you would be admitted, but we would just look a little deeper at your transcripts and such. And our test scores are optional. So ACT or SAT are not required. However, you are welcome to submit them. They do, as they can only help you in the admissions process. And I'm not going to jump into transfer admissions, but one thing I want to highlight on this, if you are in AP classes or dual enrollment or IB, I really encourage you to check out JAX Path. It's a really excellent tool that allows students to map their progress to an NAU degree. And this is, you don't even have to apply to have to check out JAX Path. It is free to everyone and anyone to check out. So it really helps students plan their time, if they have transfer credits and how those will map out to their degree here at the university. So these are the different tuition costs. You all would be looking at our non-resident tuition, which is just under $26,000 annually. So $25,396 is our this year's tuition rate. However, the tuition rate can fluctuate year by year. So this is every April, our Arizona Board of Regents does look at our tuition and may make slight increases or changes to that. But whenever it hasn't gone up much in the last few years, and looking ahead, I don't think it would go up much either. But we also have additional costs. These are estimates, and they do fluctuate per student as they are taking different classes and choose different housing or meal plans here. So I'm going to jump into our scholarships. These are the scholarships for our non-resident, which are far on the right. So students that have a 3.5 or greater, and this is the GPA that we calculate with the core unweighted GPA for admission. The same GPA will apply to your scholarship eligibility. So if you're 3.5 or greater, you would be awarded our President's Excellence Award, which is $11,000 annually. Our 3.0 to 3.49 students would be awarded $9,000 annually. And then FAFSA just opened October 1st. If you are interested in considering NAU, I highly encourage to complete your FAFSA and use NAU's FAFSA code if you meet our priority deadline, which is November 15th, you have the most access to aid. So I definitely encourage you to send that in. It can never hurt you. It can only help you. And then the next steps to enrollment. These are our next steps for our students. So if you are admitted to the university and you do want to become a lumberjack, these are the steps you would have to take to get there. We have a $250 enrollment deposit. And then we also have a housing application and a deposit of $100 there. So total would be $350 for accepting your offer if you choose to live on campus. Then you would do priority enrollment, which allows you to complete your academic interests and connect with an advisor and build out your academic schedule. Register for orientation, send in all of your final transcripts, and then provide immunization records for our campus health services. And once all of that is complete, you are a lumberjack, and we are excited about that. And yeah, so that's everything I have about the university. Like I said, if you're interested in our virtual website, definitely check that out. There's a lot of great information. You can really see from a student's lens about what we're doing here at NAU. And like I said, here's my information. Feel free to reach out to me via phone or email. I'm always happy to help. And then thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna open up for time for questions and answers. Feel free to ask in the chat function. And yeah, and this is our social media information. So if you have any interest in getting plugged into our social media pages, feel free to follow our those links.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's see if anybody has any questions. You guys, we just have a few minutes left. So if you have any questions that you can think of right now, please go ahead and put those into the Q&A at the bottom. No one else can see your questions, so don't worry. They're only visible to our presenter. Let's give you a second in case they're typing.
If you just
Seeing any.
feel like reaching out via,
yeah, definitely can reach out to
go
you.
back to this. So feel
Yes.
free to contact me via here.
Definitely reach out to Joy. And this is recorded, and Joy will get your contact information because you're a registered participant. So if you email him, he'll be like, oh yeah, you were at that session, and you can definitely ask questions that way as well. All right, well, seeing no questions. Joy, do you mind stopping sharing? I'm just gonna do a really quick last minute little housekeeping. Thank you so much. For those of you who are here, and of course, for those of you who might watch this on a recording, oops, it's not letting me advance, hang on, there we go. Those of you who are here, you will receive a quick survey. It's really fast, just take a moment. We'd like to get some feedback from you about this, and then you can remember to sign up for more sessions through www.iacac.org. And the recording for this, as well as other sessions, will be there too. So please take advantage. And Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you for welcoming me and sharing today. It
was great.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. All right, guys, have a great afternoon.
See ya. Thank you. Bye-bye.